Hard to believe it was close to 50 yesterday and lots of rain. In fact, the rain gauge in the kitchen from our weather station shows almost 1.5 inches of rain in the last 24 hours, which is crazy because now it's back in the 30s today. Because we had a lot of rain. Ducks were out there. All right. Ah. It's called a OSMO Mobile 3 Combo by DJI. They make drones too. It's pretty slick, and as I figure out how to use it, I'll do a formal review later. Heading out to the deck near the pond, right outside the front door of our home, I have been experimenting with different conifers or evergreens, arborvitaes in containers. In the first container is a Fuja Green Giant arborvitae, which is doing really well since I planted it in late spring 2019. It easily put on at least 1.5 feet of new growth in almost, not quite a year. When I researched this arborvitae, it was noted that it shows better resistance to browsing by deer than most arborvitaes. Not sure why that may be. This long new growth on the plant looks like something they'd love to nibble on. Maybe it is because it is so flexible, not as stiff as the main trunk on the shrub, that the deer, specifically the buck, could rub his antlers on. Most definitely as the shrub matures, it will be less likely to attract the passing deer. This is the Thuja wintergreen. I hope I said that right. Thuja is a member of the cedar family. It is an evergreen tree that grows from 10 feet to 200 feet, I guess, according to what I researched. This winter green variety grows to about 25 feet tall. And what stands out most about this tree compared to the green giant is it appears to be a little more shade friendly, and it likes heavy clay soil or sand. We've got many different conifers growing on our property, all of which were planted here either by my husband and I or the first owners of the property back in the 70s. The soil condition here is amazing. We do have some clay up near the house, but most of the soil on close to 18 acres is a rich, fertile soil. Not quite sure what I was thinking when I stuck these American arborvitaes from my back tree farm in these containers right outside the sunroom door last autumn. Until things thaw for the winter, they're gonna stay there. I probably won't move these until it's time to plant in them at Easter time, spring. Another conifer I'm experimenting with in a container is this Thuja Samargd, S-M-A-R-G-D. Where do they come up with these names? This variety grows to about 15 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. It did amazing in full sun, super dry conditions in this container the first summer I've been growing it. It doesn't seem to be a very fast grower, which is great because I'm trying to figure out where I would plant just one of these. I recommend having at least 3 or 4 and doing a mass planting, maybe staggering them for privacy. This is a fixed shrub, so it is least likely to have deer bother with it, and the birds will love you for planting this in your garden. So the reason I put them in those containers were I had 4 different types. I lost one of them, unfortunately, in the heat. And the reason I put them in there is just to get them a little bigger and to trial them to see what they would do in containers in my garden and which one I like and would baby till it gets big enough, which would be about 3 or 4 feet, which they're pretty close already, before I put them out in the woods or out along the wood line in my landscape where deer visit quite often. Thanks for checking out my video today. I've written a post about these 3 main highlighted conifers on my website. If you click over to brenhuss.com and check it out, leave me a comment. And of course, you can connect with me on social media at Bren Huss. I'll see you there.